he was in baseball.
Hollywood.
Very proud.
Very proud.
And I think the most important dedicated and the work ethic to be successful. My grandson has that. I was very proud of him. Still proud of him. Win or lose, I'm proud of him.
My grandmother had fans watching him come play baseball. So when he hits a home run, we all cheer. I hope that fans will be cheering my name, especially when I win the World Cup.
Welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup. We're here today for the duos competition. 10 weeks of competition leads to this. The Fortnite World Cup Finals duo competition begins right now. Teammate has to be 30 health. The wall comes through, trying to spray it, and it's not going to happen. Zayn and Saf, 2 versus 1. Will they take game number 1? Yes, they will! Vinny, the high ground. It's a 2 versus 1. The player right on the edge of the zone. The shot wave into the air. He's going to drop on down to height for the moment. The spray coming on in. It's not enough. Still looking for the replacement here. He gets it on land. Takes it off. 184. The double side combination. Calculator and Backwood. They're holding the high ground. And that's the victory royale. I want to see where we stand here. The best players we've ever seen in any lobby, literally ever. And we're here along with literally 18,000 people at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Nyrox takes out Falconer down low. And he's wrestling with everyone. But Nyrox is out. Oh no. He does manage to get the elimination. And he gets the victory royale. Aqua, Nyrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale. Pressure coming on in. They drop down low. The tag's coming. Oh my gosh. Oh, the 150. 1 versus 1. Arkrum versus the player up top. There's just no way. 4ZR will take the final game. The results are in. Congratulations to the first ever Fortnite World Champions, Aqua and Nyrox! The win and $3 million.
How do you feel, buddy?
I don't know what to say. This is crazy.
I don't know what happened. We just popped off.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Jonesies, Bonesies, and everyone in between, welcome back to the Fortnite World Cup Finals. Today it will be the solos competition, and after 2 years of Fortnite action and so many months of qualifiers, we are here to crown our first ever World Champion solo. My name is Sundown, joined here by VolaTW, and it is going to be an incredible day.
That it is. Over 30 countries are represented here today in the World Cup Finals. And I mean, this entire weekend is amazing. It has had some of the most amazing Fortnite action. And this is the best of competitive Fortnite. So we're going to go ahead. We already did crown the World Champions duo in Nyrox and Aqua.
And it was very well deserved from there. Don't forget about the Creative Championship and the Pro-Am that kicked it all off on Friday. We saw the Fish Fam take it away, and then of course the cooler duo of Aqua and Nyrox, crediting the boot camp, all of their practice put in. The first half of the games were rough. The back 3, victory royale, top 5 with 2 clutch eliminations coming out of Aqua to push them in to that top spot. And we'll be seeing Aqua here again today, Baller.
That we will. We'll see if he's going to be able to repeat some of the magic that he did yesterday, but he's not the only person. We have 100 more players, and they all competed over 5 weeks of solo qualifiers. We have already awarded $6 million over the course of those qualifiers, and 40 million players competed to try to qualify for this day right now. Only 100 players remain.
And they're all fighting for their share of the $15 million prize pool. We've already given away $18 million between the creative and the duos competition yesterday, as well as the charity portion for the Pro-Am, and they all want to be in that top spot. First place walking away with $3 million in prize money, but for most of them, it's about the title. They want to be in the top spot. They want the clout. They want the recognition. They want to say, I am the ultimate Victor Royale.
So we're going to go ahead and join the players on the floor in the Arthur Ashe Stadium. They're ready. We're going to go ahead with our first group of contestants. It is Booga, Bizzle, Commandment, Vivid, Cease, Snow, Riversun, Leleo, and Dubs.
Now, these were the players who qualified out of NA East, NA West, and Brazil during the first week. The ones who rose to the occasion right away, cemented themselves in there, and didn't have to worry about it. And right away, how can you not call out the NA East Titans of Bizzle, Vivid, and Cease? Been around forever, and Cease, more importantly, we said he deserved more recognition. He was one of the best, and what did he do yesterday? Third place with Elevate. He's looking ready to go, but Dubs is also ready. Him and Mega had an incredible performance yesterday, and they're going to represent on the stage.
So we'll see if he's going to be able to do that. Of course, at the top of the list is Booga. A lot of people are looking forward to see what he can do on a LAN environment in this stage. He can continue the performance he's had in the last couple of weeks. So we're going to continue, though. Dubs had it in, or we're going to check in with Jordan Fisher on the floor with Dubs.
Thank you so much, Fortnite family and fans. What's going on? I'm Jordan Fisher. I've got Dubs right here. Dubs, you placed consistently well during the qualifiers, wrangling a first, second, and sixth place finish over the course of 3 weeks of solos, and as well, let's go, and placed in the duos as well. Qualified for the duos. How does competing on this stage now compare to yesterday's games?
The energy is insane here, and like it's just the most amazing experience. I love Fortnite.
Fantastic. You know, a lot of people are really excited to see you play today. Now, you and your partner Mega did an incredible job yesterday. Did you guys see them play together yesterday? It was amazing. It was amazing. You placed 7th in the duos competition yesterday. Are you changing up your strategy at all to prepare for today's solo games?
No, I'll pretty much be doing the same strat, playing for late game, trying to get picks.
Who's next?
Fortnite, you gotta play a lot.
Fishy trying to punish some of these players.
I'm definitely on par with pretty much every pro.
I love Veggie Fish.
I'm very excited to go to World Cup. It's definitely gonna be one of the best things of my life.
Playing for his family, his mom, and trying to do everything he can to make an even bigger name for himself. But speaking of bigger names for himself, this next so many top titles, starting off there with Tfue, and then following it up, Unknown Army, Niddle, Funk, Psalm, Clicks, Epic Whale, Parhu, Lasers, and Kurtz. I mean, Balla. What can we say about these players?
Yeah, a lot of huge names. Of course, we'll start with Tfue. The qualifying run he had in week number 3 was one of the most memorable moments out of the entire Fortnite World Cup Online Opens. And what a story it was in front of 250,000 people on a stream, no delay, just slayed out and qualified.
Was able to play very well in the LAN environment, has taken that title at TwitchCon. But let's not forget about somebody else who was there. You got Funkbomb, played yesterday on the stage and is looking to continue to roll it forward. Saw him as well, another player who is a big competitive veteran coming from a MOBA background, transitioning into Fortnite and showing his ability to break it down and push the meta farther. And then you have the two young warriors out of Flix and Epic Whale, known for taking walls, taking names, and pressing forward, doing everything they can to stop their opponents.
Yeah, absolutely. Flix, one of the players who has fully qualified for both solos and duos. And at the end, Kurtz out of Brazil. We'll continue forward with him and go ahead and listen to some of the stuff he had preparing for ahead of the competition.
When I play Fortnite, I change my personality. Did you make a mistake? Easy, bro. First years old. My main game is
Easy, bro. I like that line. Most of all out of that entire package. That was amazing. We'll see if it is going to be easy, bro, today. We're going to continue forward, see who's on the floor. It is going to be Luki, Left Eye, Fleeter Moyes, T-Chub, Core Gaming, Wakey, Dementos, Banny, Takamura, Cat, and LOL Boom.
And another group loaded with talent. LOL Boom, in particular, the young Irish lad, qualified in the same week as the duo Core Gaming. They didn't represent in the duos competition. We got to interview both of them, and they're excited to be here, excited to represent not only for their countries, but also for their families. And then also looking up there, Left Eye and Dementos have been around the scene for a very long time, since the beginning, have that veteran experience, have been in so many of these very, very top-heavy lobbies. They are going to be comfortable.
And I'm also looking at Banny, who was Backbox in the previous Asian group, and he is one of the most aggressive players. He also plays tons of high ground, tries to look for tons of eliminations on the high ground. So we'll see how the Asian region and how he performs there with his strategy converts to this stage.
But can't forget about Takamura out of Japan, and then Cat coming from OCN as two players who are very aggressive. But we talked about LOL Boom, we talked about wanting to represent his family and what it means to him. Let's hear a little bit about that from him.
Hi, my name is Waldo. I'm originally from the Philippines, but I live in Ireland, and I qualified for the solo Fortnite World Cup. Every week was really intense. I didn't expect myself to qualify for the solos. It was just unbelievable. What I love about competitive Fortnite, the players around it, everyone's so nice. Those people, I don't really feel any pressure on me. And this tournament, and hopefully I do good and bring back home. My brothers especially, and also the viewers that stuck up to me and who are loyal to me, because they're like the only ones that supported me throughout this whole journey, and I'd just like to thank all of them.
It's so nice to see someone just so grateful to be in the position that they continue striving forward. Someone who's originally seen in the skirmishes, but now wants to perform on the main stage. On our next group, representing NA East, NA West, and Brazil, we have Drakon, Roadshark, Hustle, Vega, Bucky, Class, Rux, Pizzas, and Zate.
I just want to talk about Bucky because I know we've talked about it a lot. I know we've talked about on broadcast that video of him qualifying, his dad in the background coaching him, and he's here today by himself. He has performed on the stage before back at the summer block party. He did quite well there and had a good time on the stage, so we'll see. That was a little bit of a less competition was for charity. This today is for $15 million total.
And he's going to want to be pushing the pace, particularly against players like this. Class extremely analytical, keeps a notebook with him at all times and wants to break down his opponent's interaction. We got to see a little bit from Rux and his baseball-playing grandfather during the pre-show. He has that competitive bones in his body. He was there every single week. And Mega, great performance again yesterday. Colorful, the one we got to interview on Mother's Day, and he was told, hey, I had to make a deal to even get playing time on the weekends, and now he's going to be on the main stage.
I also went back to Mega real quick because he had one of the most memorable moments from yesterday's games when he was playing with Dubs. We actually eliminated Mitro and Mongrel, one of the biggest duos in Fortnite in EU, and that was crazy to be able to do with that mechanical skill, that speed that he did it at.
And he barely even reacted. Now, one player, normally, Bala, you and I are very good about going through, breaking these down, knowing their stories. I know very little about Pizzas. It's so hard to find information on. We got to go through the VOD reviews, but he is somebody in one of the few true wild cards, and I'm very interested to see what happens when you run into him. And now we're going to actually get a chance to talk with Zape, who we saw him and Saf have an amazing performance yesterday. Let's see what he's feeling ahead of the competition. Jordan, what do you have for us?
You are not wrong, Sundown. One of the best and most dominant duo players standing right next to me in Zayd. Zayd, you dominated yesterday. It's very clear to absolutely everybody. Claiming that #1 slot for 5 of the 6 games. Obviously, it's Fortnite, RNG happens, right? But again, going into in-game, you two staying together, locking down high ground, that's ultimately what secured the dub. What was your mentality going into duos yesterday?
So we kept the same mentality, same strategies for every single game. After the 3 games, the 3 first games, a lot of unfortunate things happened. So we finished with 6 of the last 3 games. After being first for 5 games in a row, really going to win it. So it felt kind of bad, but still.
Understandable. I mean, at the end of the day, though, Fortnite, this is the biggest payouts, right? Like, we're seeing some amazing payouts here. 4th place is still very much as people now going into solo tournaments.